Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Stuart and today we'll be making this particular boo dress. You can see it has this fall at the side and then the down part is straight while we have the slit at the front of the dress. So if this is something you would love to learn, let's get started as we move to our drafting table. You're welcome. So for this particular dress, I made use of two trousers of this net fabric, and then for our sewing I used only my matching thread and then I weaved the inner part. Let's move to the cutting proper. So right now we're going to cut this boo, and I had already gone ahead to fold my fabric into four. As you can see, here is 1 2 3 4, and now this opening part will be my side, while this closed part here will be the center front and the center back. And for the neck of this particular boo, for the back is going to be curved while the front is going to be V. Okay, I have left this place as my allowance. That is the tip of the fabric I'm working with will serve as my sewing allowance. It is half of an inch. So for this now, the neck width I will be working with is 3.25. I'm using white chalk. The reason is that I don't want the fabric to stain. I've marked my 3.25 here. So from that half of an inch here, I'll come down by 1 inch for my back. And then for the front, I will be using 7 inches because I'm working with V shape. So right now, after I have done this, I'm going to connect my neck width of 3.25 to my 1 inch for the back allowance, and then I will connect it back to the 7 inches for my front neckline. So before I proceed, since I'm working with this white chalk and you know it's not that visible, I would love to cut out the neck first. But while cutting this neck, I'm not going to cut the neck for the front. I will only cut for the back because we have our back piece and our front piece together right here. So this is what I have for the back. The next thing I'm going to do is to come to the side, and the shoulder that I'm working with shoulder 15. So from this place, I am going to mark my 15 inches. Remember, I had already marked 3.25 here. So from that my 3.25, I will just mark my shoulder measurement, which is 15 inches divided by 2, and that will give me 7.5. And I will mark my 7.5 here. After marking my shoulder measurements, then I will determine the sleeve length of what I need. Now I have 14 inches. Then together with my neck width, I have the total sum of 18 inches here. That will be serving as my neckline together with my sleeve length. Okay, after that now I will come down from that 0.5 that I left at the top. I will just mark 10 inches. That will be my sleeve opening. Okay, that's where my joining at the side will start from. I am going to determine my new line. I will come back again to this place and then mark my new line, and the new line measurement I will be using here, I will be using my upper knee line measurement, which is 39 inches. So the upper knee line stops here. On these knee line measurements, the next thing I'm going to do is just to come in here with my exact hip measurement divided by 4. And the hip I'm working with is hip 39. So 39 divided by 4, I have 9.7 inches here. So that 9.75 now, on this my knee line, I am going to come in by 9.75. So here is my 9.75, which is my exact hip measurement. And now to this 9.75 now, I'm going to add extra 3 inches. That 3 inches, 1 out of the 3 inches will be serving as my seam allowance, while the other 2 will be serving as the ease allowance at that down part. So the next thing I'm going to do is from these 3 inches that I added after marking my exact hip measurement of 9.75, I'm going to just mark this down straight, and then we cut out our dress. Or better still, instead of just connecting it down like this, you can just measure the distance between your center front or your center piece to that allowance that you added. Altogether I have 13.3 inches. So you can replicate exact what you have after you have measured back here, and that is what I have also. So just go ahead and do that. So I'm going to cut this now. We are cutting from this our knee line, from this knee line like so. I'm cutting it down like this. After cutting that out, the next thing I'm going to do is just to trace the excess we have here. This is what we have right now. Remember right here, I came down by 10 inches from this half of an inch at the upper part here. So on these 10 inches now, I am going to go in by 1 inch. And then I'll bring in my curve rule and just curve a little to that 1 inch. And I will just roll this down. And that's what I'm going to cut out. So right now, this is what we have here. This is it. I want to show you the full part of what we just cut out. So here is it. And the next thing I'm going to do now, I will just remove this pin and separate the front from the back. Okay? I'm just trying to lay it properly. Right now, I will just come in with my tape rule and I will measure that 7 inches that I came down by the other time. And remember, for the back, I only came down by 1 inch. So from that 1 inch, I will leave the 1 inch upward and then mark my 7 inches like so. And I will connect it to this 3.25. And when we cut it out, and I will slash the entire center front. I will slash it open. So this is what I have for the front, you can see, and this is what we have for the back. Here is it. Right now, to join this together, I had gone ahead to cut facing for our front piece, and the width of this facing I have 5 inches, and also the length of it is 13 inches. You can see the space in between the end of the V-neck and what I have left at the down part. So the first thing I'm going to do now is to bring in the front piece for the two sides, and at the neck area I am going to place the facing right side facing right side, and I'm going to stitch it round like this. After stitching it, then I will turn it to the other side and then I'm going to top stitch it. So I will do this for the front piece of both two parts of the front piece and then bring it to us after I'm done with that. So I have gone ahead to join the interface. You see, this is the back piece. I have joined the interface here, and this is how it's going to be. So when I'm done, I had also joined it together with the shoulder line. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to weave the down part of the interface. And then the front piece also, I have done the same thing. I've joined the two together like this. This is the wrong piece, you can see. This is where I joined it. I joined it all the way down to the M line. And when I get to the bottom, I left, sorry, so this is the upper part. When I got to the bottom, I left 14 inches from the M line upward. So here is it. Here is the 14 inches. So now this, by the time I will be folding the M line, I will only fold it by 2, and after folding it by 2, all I will have left here will be 12 inches. That will be for the front slit that we have on the dress. So this is the neckline right there. Here is the neckline. I'm going to weave it also. I will weave the middle part and I will weave the down part of the interface too. So the next thing I'm going to do now, bring in the back piece right there, right side facing the right side. This is the right side of the back facing the right side like this. I'm going to join the shoulder line for this side and also the second shoulder line. After joining the shoulder line, I will come at that 10 inches we came by when we were drafting at this part. So this 10 inches from there, I will sew it all the way down to this place, and I will sew it straight down like this, and I will do the same thing on the other side. By the time I'm done with that, I'll come and show it to us what we have. So right here, I had gone ahead to sew the shoulder line. I've joined it together and then I weaved the part, and at the same time I came to the side of the dress. From that 10 inches we came down by, as you can see, I sew it all the way down to the knee line, and on getting to that knee line, at that sharp edge, I came in to that my hip measurement plus 3 inches, and then I sew it all the way down to the down part of the hem. The same thing is what I went ahead to do on the second side of the dress. I did the same thing right there, and here is the V neckline for the very front of this dress. You can see what I have. I had weaved the inner part of everything, and this is what we have right here. And at the same time to that, our slit at the down part, the slit is opened right there. And the next thing we're going to do is to wear this on the mannequin and see how it looks. If you have watched to this stage and you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please, what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe and share for more updates and tutorials like this, because you will not regret being here. Let's move to the mannequin and see what we have. So here is me dressing this on the mannequin, and you can see how it looks. It's gorgeous without even completing the wearing. You can see how it folds as I am trying to align this well. Please click the subscribe button like now, and let's enjoy more of ourselves together. Thank you for watching to this part. If there is any question you would love to ask concerning this dress, or if there is anything that has been a confusion to you in this sewing journey, kindly drop it in the comment section, and I promise to respond to your question and give you all detailed answer as you desire in the comment section. Let's communicate. See you.